welcome everybody to the Manitoba Open preview show. I see Dexter's computer is about to crash. He's having a great time over
Oh,
there.
I'm gonna smash this thing. I'm gonna go full Johnstone after friggin' Pro League on the weekend. So the second you start the videos, there goes my monitors. I got one. So I'm just gonna be over here chilling, guys.
And Tim's on a brand new computer.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm a little slow, but it works okay.
That suits you.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back at home. Yeah. Unlike Daryl, I'm not at the office now, so it's okay.
Yeah, putting in a long day. You know what, guys? I had a breakfast meeting this morning at 6:30. I was at.
Oh, nice.
Look at this long shift the guys putting in. Those guys, the people out there don't think I work. You know?
Did you go home at all?
No, I haven't been home yet. You know what? I actually thought about it after the breakfast this morning, and I kind of had a little coffee there, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should go home and just have a little nap for an hour, and then I'll go to the office around noon. But instead, I rerouted, came to the office, and put in a good shift here.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't leave very far. It's snowing like crazy here. It's nuts.
Oh,
It's awful,
Insane.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
What's the weather like in
hour
Winnipeg
drive
this
after
weekend?
work took an hour and a half, so
Oh my
it
God.
definitely was worse.
We could get the road report from Ryan O'Callahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Winnipeg is currently minus 17.
Better than here.
Yep. The
Yeah.
weekend looks about the same.
That's
all right.
okay. Hopefully the snow, it is what it is. We got lucky for a full month of after TPC. We thought we got a pretty bad den. We got a whole month of really good stuff after that, and it's December now. We have to live and learn with the snow and everything like that. So it is what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, let's talk about Pro League. I don't know how to say this properly, but what a collapse the last game was. What a
Which
collapse.
division are we talking about?
That's how you say it.
Cargill.
Let's point it out.
Cargill. You know, we all know those guys for so many years, and never would have thought that would have happened between Vancouver, Fraser Valley, and
Yeah.
Venom
and
against the
Okanagan.
Eclipse.
Yeah, I just never would have thought that would have happened. So,
There's lots of excitement on the Pro League for sure. Sean Tompkins shooting
Yeah.
10 from the gun.
I
with a
thought he
chop
was
off the
gonna.
rim.
I thought he was gonna do it, guys. Like we're calling that game, and I started to get to the point. I'm like, hey, when do I let people know? I was after 3. I'm like, there's something fishy going on here, right? We're gonna start seeing it. It's like, how are you live and people watching? So tried to get her live there at the end, but not quite there.
Yeah, I tuned in just as that he was like in the 6th frame, I think. So I went and shared it on 5-Pin Universe, saying 9 from the gun. Like, let's
Yeah.
see if we can get more people watching. But yeah, they were all bombs too, all in the right pocket from the ones I seen.
Yeah, and that's the one in the 11. It just kind of crossed over a little bit.
I watched. I came back and watched that a little bit. It was nice seeing GP play well, but there's something about the monkeys in the back we got to work on. I think, That's what I heard from John Cowan.
There was
All the kickbacks.
Yeah, there was a few kickbacks, but Gerald was there. He was commentating, so he wasn't in the back. I know that for sure. But no,
Yeah, no. You know what? That place is way better
But
pinfall than we had in 2017.
I come into Sunday Night League, and Dexter's got a crowd around him, and he's retelling the story of calling the game between Marcus and Marco. And I honestly, you had texted me, Dex, that said that this like the largest collapse in the history of 5-pin bowling has just occurred. And I'm like, I didn't even have a chance to look at it until I got there, and you retold the story, and I was just flabbergasted. My chin was down, like it was just amazing. So what was it?
I feel horrible for them. I feel horrible for them.
Yeah,
I feel
of course.
horrible that
That's
we're
not
going
nice.
over this.
Yeah.
But that's all right. So it came down to the 10th frame, and there was
You guys want to bring it up?
basically Bradford was done at that point. Bradford was basically done at that point. So Okanagan was completely finished for the most part, and Fraser Valley needed like 45 points ish between the last 2 players. 4th being on a strike and 5th being on a spare, and it didn't happen. 4th went 3-3, and then fifth picked a deuce, and that was
That's some pretty pressure
mathematically
shots.
that mathematically shut them out.
Like, those are some pretty pressure shots, obviously. And to go, like, he's going to be hearing for. Is he coming this weekend, Marcus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yes,
He
I
was
think
signed-
he is.
He was signed up. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was signed up.
I
That's a tough
feel
one.
bad for them. That's
Sure.
tough. But there shouldn't have been a lot of pressure in that. There shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
You know, you need 45 points between two people, and you're both on marks, right? You 15 out for both of you.
Fair.
You make 5-5-5, 5-5-5. You win, right? So
Okay, well,
you should have been freewheeling at that point. That's crazy.
And then, Marco Tupin.
2-pin outside right deuce. Yeah, you know, we've been fortunate enough to play with these players for a long time, and it's nothing against their skill level by any means. It just maybe that's the thing is we would never expect it because of their skill level, right? So, I mean, I think that's the thing that we have to take from it. Could happen to anybody, right? It really can, right? So.
You're absolutely right. Those are two quality players that have been in lots of high pressure situations, and it just wasn't there for them that day. It's proof that anything can happen on any day, and it's proof that you play right to the end. Like Bradford goes strike 5 spare on a double going into 10, and then otherwise they wouldn't have had to throw a ball at all, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, good for them for playing right to the end, but anything could happen at any time.
Now, Len, when you say that, you do have to watch every one of my ever teams. I've always played nowhere near the pressure situation. So I can have a shit-eating grin on my face because I know that I will never have to go down that low in the lineup because I'm not that good. So.
Did you say you felt sorry for them for? I thought he was referring to me because I was the one that I said.
We both have smiles on our face.
Carrie, I think you're muted, buddy. You're unmuted.
Yes, I was. I was just saying, Tim's used to be being called time, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. That's my favorite. But anyways,
Mighty Plex lost 8-0. Minto had an 8-0. That was a nice one game for them. And then Mighty Plex came back and won 6.5. They had a chance to go 8-0 at the end. And then there was a tie and then a loss. Kara came in and then banged out. Played well.
I'm going to try to bring up the standings here without crashing my computer.
Newfoundland had their first loss. I mean, and they were just
they did.
They were rocking and rolling for a long time.
Yeah. And then GP came out and beat them. It was awesome.
GP won two games, so that helps them in the standings for sure.
It's pretty neat how teams are just beating up on each other all the way across the board. It's a lot more even than I expected.
I liked your stats add on there, Carrie, with the percentages.
Tim had suggested it a while back, and I gave him crap for it. But then I was reminded that baseball does it, so
yes.
So we took a vote in the Facebook group, in the Pro League group. Majority wanted the points for to still be the overall standing. But we added the points win percentage in there just so people can understand where teams are actually kind of sitting if the season goes as is average rise.
Yeah.
So obviously there is the home hardware division. They have the Rock and Rollers leading, but they're at a .663 percentage for their points.
So they played
Motor
5
City
games.
Mayhem's right behind them at 750. So
that's crazy. I'm actually thinking that Holy Rollers is technically the third best right now, and good for them. I mean, that's really good.
I still think that the biggest surprise for me right now, and I know that they will rectify this, is the Lumberjacks.
yeah, they had a rough go at the start, but they've only played 4 matches. There's another 7, right?
When do average pros play? Obviously it gets skewed because somebody's played 5, some played 4, some played 2. That's sometimes hard to look at, but
the pros play in December. A couple in there, yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay, so then it'll all sort of. I mean, you'll only stay a couple behind, a couple ahead. You'll have a couple of anomalies to go
this
hard.
This one's not so bad. This one isn't so bad. The Cargill's tougher.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Cargill division is pretty skewed.
It's because of Regina.
Chris, to answer your question, they have rebranded and moved to Toppler, so they are now the Calgary Carnage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chris, while you're on here, a big shout out to Troy Reynolds of Calgary shooting 425 yesterday.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Biggest what kind of big surprise you think out of this, or for me in knockouts they're playing really well. Vancouver Island, it's really nice to see them play well, right?
Man, they just clutched up. They were, like kind of coasting along through, 7 frames of both the games, and then 8, 9, 10, they were lights out.
I haven't seen either one of their games yet. I should rewatch those.
Yeah, it's the old strategy of like lulling people to sleep and then pouncing. they've been really good. Their 1/10th frame, I think they shot 13 strikes.
Wow.
It was nuts. It was crazy. So,
And that's what so many times this year it's come down to that 10th frame, obviously. That 30 counts, 40 counts, 43 counts.
yeah, we have
closing the deals. You got to be able to close it.
we have 2 almost 3 40-year-olds, almost 4 40-year-olds on our team. How old is Vic?
Pretty old. And Victor's older than me.
Oh, and he's not 40 yet?
He is 40.
Oh, he is. Okay, so we have 3 40-year-olds. And almost
Carrie's
40.
turning 40, yeah.
We'll have a 40 before the end of the season, yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie's turning 40?
Yeah.
You are a big guy, eh? Wow.
Old as dirt.
Good. I don't feel so old now. You guys are going to be in the same decade as me.
It wasn't even that long ago that we celebrated your 3rd dozenth birthday.
We tried to.
We
Nobody
tried to.
showed up.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to know your address.
Yeah. So do we want to continue talking about 5PL, or our special guest hasn't quite shown up yet
Yeah.
for the Manitoba Open? Who's on the week after the Manitoba Open?
The Manitoba champion.
For the podcast.
Yeah.
He means 5PL. Schedule, I can pull that up.
If Tim was a gem, he would have created a pretty sweet graphic for every team and their actual...
You know what, Carrie? You did a great job. I'm not...
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's nice to see. Some of those things. Well, every team is doing something a little bit different too, right? And kind of how they're promoting it and what they're doing. I saw Manitoba doing some sort of a play against the Snowmen game
Yeah,
or
that was
something,
really
roster
good.
standings. I'm interested to hear about that. But
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
yeah, they had like the standings. I saw something. Somebody posted it the other night.
It was really good, actually. And then the Bombers being a little bit older than most, they have a MySpace page going on. So if you
Yeah,
guys
we're
wanna
not
sign
even
up
on.
for that-
I think we have a Facebook page, but we're pretty far behind. We're not. We're not going to lead the way in technology advancement. Yeah.
Just a MySpace call out.
Yeah. There's enough other things that we got to deal with.
LinkedIn. Yeah. Okay.
You know what?
Oh my god. Okay, so our special guest has arrived. We will talk about the Manitoba Open now. So, without further ado, on the committee, Mr. Trevor Cook. Welcome
Hello.
to the show.
Hello.
Hey, Trevor.
How's it going, bud?
I'm pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. Thanks for joining us, man. Awesome. How you guys feeling? Are you excited for the weekend? Oh, we lost you.
Yeah, we're. Oh, are we good
Okay.
now? Okay.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Still doing some last minute stuff, but I think we're pretty much ready.
How are you feeling? Stressed out? You feel good?
So far, all right. I imagine it will get more stressful once we actually start, though.
Yeah, it'll be okay. No matter what happens, it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
You'll have lots of support there too, so nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry
that's
about.
true. Yeah.
So it's all starting
A lot
off
of
tomorrow
people.
morning for you guys, or is it tomorrow at noon? I'm
Tomorrow
blanking
at noon.
The shift.
Yeah, it's at noon.
At noon, okay, perfect. How many people are you guys expecting for the first shift?
We have around 30 names in for the first shift.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked up all on today when I was fishing around because I had sent you guys a message today. I'm not making it, but I was looking to see who's all coming and what shifts people are playing in and all that stuff. It's neat to see all the names and sign up. So I think people enjoy seeing that too, right? Who's all signed up.
Do you know roughly how many individuals you're looking at for the weekend?
I haven't actually done a unique entry count.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
We're all the shifts are waitlists right now, except there's one with 4 open spots, and then and Thursday is not full. But
yeah, no, for sure. So. I don't know if we'll ever get to a point where Thursdays are totally full.
Yeah, probably.
But, no, that's awesome. So wait list for all your shifts, all that. How's your bakers looking?
It's full. We got 20 teams. No wait list for that, but we got 20 right now. I think there's a couple of teams maybe with us 1 or 2 spots. But...
Awesome. So you're gonna have a couple buys in there too.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And what time is that supposed to start at?
It's supposed to start at 8.
Okay.
And it was Mike's idea with the buys, so I'm not actually 100% sure how that's going to go, but I'm sure he'll figure something out.
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to wrap my head around how that would happen in Pro Score too, but it's been a little while since I've used it.
Yeah. There'll probably be some.
I can't remember how Mark. I can't remember how Mark did it for.
Mark does 20 or whatever he has 20 teams. He has 20 different tournaments. That's how he does it. Yeah, that's why he doesn't like buys. So I don't know how. There must be an easier way, maybe, but I know he did different tournaments for each.
Oh no, that's
each one. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, I hope your fingers are limbered up and ready for data entry. That's all right. Well, that's good. Yeah. Did you guys have any thought of doing a Thursday night shift? Thursday night event? I know obviously that this year it's not, and I don't blame you for not doing it this year. But was there something that ever crossed you guys' mind to do?
Yeah. We didn't have any concrete ideas or anything, but it's something we're looking at. Hopefully next year we'll have something. We'll have to figure out what, but
no, that's fair.
We do want to have something on the Thursday night at some point.
Yeah, I think you get pretty decent response. I mean, if you're already getting 30 people for the Thursday shift, you'll probably get a pretty decent response for the Thursday night event. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you remember what the number was of entries you had last year?
We had 133 total entries, and I think 90-ish, a little over 90 unique entries. So.
Yeah. And you're already signed up. He said max number. What's your max number of per shift if you maxed out?
If we max out everything, including Thursdays, I think it's 304.
Yeah. So you're easily going to be 200 plus, right? You're 240, 250.
Yeah.
I think they're going
to. This is a normal WCBT tour stop. This is a normal event. There's no your timing, your lanes. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy.
How crazy to think that they run it 1 year and they double up their entries the next. That's
awesome. No kidding.
It's great, man. It's wicked.
Yeah. It's a lot of. It's a great success story. That's absolutely
what I really like is a lot of the names that are coming in and from where they're coming from, guys. A lot of them I don't recognize their names, to be honest with you. But then there's also a lot of them that are coming in from all around the place. Obviously the Vancouver guys come to mind. There are a bunch of them coming in. Marcus and Jaden and the guys coming in. And then I see, Quebec even coming, right? Alex coming in. So that's exciting too. And now all of a sudden you got guys across country making this a priority to go to. That's 1, 2, 3 tournaments to start the year that are already maxed out.
It's also the Northern Ontario or the Thunder Bay people you don't see at the other events. You have the Goose Brothers coming. I know Jeff Watts is coming, but he's used to be quite a bit on tour. But just seeing those guys, because now there's an event fairly, I wouldn't say fairly close, a lot closer than any of the other events. It'll be easier to get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a matter, I guess, timing of when you would book a flight, and if you know this is in the mix, and you may not make it to, Calgary for Thanksgiving. It's wicked to see that they've all come.
So this is a legitimate question. I know you guys have received some messaging about a poster for this event and the format. So if you wouldn't mind going over the Sunday format.
Yeah, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I meant to post that, and then
We've all been there. It's when chaos happens, right?
yeah.
It's a secret.
Let me. Okay, so.
Jeff Watts, only 4 hours. Yeah, that's a go time for sure.
First cut or whatever is basically at 48, but the top 20 automatically get a bye, or like automatically go through to the final 32, and then I lost my stream. I'm trying to find it again. Okay, and then from the next like 21 to 48, you get split up into 7 groups of 4. It's seeded based on qualifying order, but then the 21 to 48 group plays round robin match play against their group. That's first thing Sunday morning.
3 games.
It's 3 games, 1 against each person, 50 pin win bonus, and each group winner plus the top 5 non-winners, like 5 wildcard spots, make up the next 12, which added to the top 20 makes our field for the top 32. And then the top 32 is split into 4 groups of 8, and then we kind of do the same thing, 7-game round robin within that group, and 50 pin win bonus, etc. We narrow the field down to 16 from there. And I believe it's the top 2. I don't know why I don't know that. I think it's the top 3 in each group, and then the next 4 wildcards that make up the final 16. And then that goes into just a seeded bracket. It's single elimination, 3-game matches for the final 16.
1 to 16. 1 plays 16. 1 plays 16. 2 plays 15. Sort of thing. Combination of the grouping. I like it.
Yep. And it's 3-game matches on that bracket, except for the final is a 4-game match.
I like the 4-game match. It's kind of a different flair too, right? So
I like the 21 to 48. 48 people making it in. And then you know what? You got a chance. You got to play still, beat. But you also were rewarded for the 20th, first, is that you don't have to worry about that. Probably different cup money. Like that's. I like the differentiation of the top 20 versus the top and the 48. But I love that you're allowing 48 in. Now you have another chance, and you go win another round, and you just keep working put in a full shift on a Sunday.
Yeah, and that was something when we were working on it. Like last year, one of the things we wanted to do was get like the Manitoba people actually playing, and we thought that maybe having an expanded cut would get more of the local people in, which I think it worked out well. So.
Yeah, you guys had like tons of local support last year, which was absolutely awesome to see.
Yeah, it was good. We were happy to see that.
So as a committee member and an organizer of the tournament, do you feel that joining the WCBT helped in that raising the extra
for
people
sure
coming in, or do you think just I wouldn't say just a success, the amazing success you guys had at the tournament last year at such a well organized and neat format obviously had to play a huge factor in that?
Yeah, I guess it's probably a bit of both, but the tour is something we definitely wanted to be a part of from the start, and it's a lot of the people out here that ended up bowling that were just excited that we can have a cash tournament at that level and hopefully eventually be part of the tour, because it's kind of hard for some of us to go to the 3 Alberta and then one in Regina all the time if you wanted to be a full-time member of the tour. But having one here it makes it a lot easier. People can go to 3 or 4, like at least the one here.
Yeah,
Get in a
absolutely.
decent percentage of the events.
Hopefully, like even different tour members will sign up here so that maybe the tour finals they would see a couple of sprinkled in new people.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys have done. Sorry, go ahead.
I just think it does a wonder to, like, you could still sign up in Winnipeg even though if you didn't make the first two tournaments, and still play Regina, which isn't that far from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Like, as we talk across Western Canada, but still play there, and you could still qualify for the tour finals just on those two events. So it's not like you have to play the Alberta events now, right? Like you can be in Winnipeg or you can be in Saskatchewan somewhere and just make two tournaments and still be it. Like, obviously having three events makes it a lot easier, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm. I think with Autumn Open, TPC, and Manitoba being bang, bang, bang with the first 3 months, I can see people out of province, not Alberta, makes total sense. It's tough to pick and choose which ones. But if you're on that side where maybe you're in Thunder Bay or maybe you're in Winnipeg or Manitoba, you can play this one. You can go to play Regina, and you still have another 3 or 4 months if you're sitting well to work on funds for Red Deer, right? So it just makes total sense on all around game with that.
Yeah, the first 3 months are definitely the gauntlet. Bang, bang, bang for cash tournaments, and then you have a bit of a break, and then a bit of a break, and it's good. But Brett's killing me today. he's just killing me. But you guys have all collectively traveled very well to support all the cash tournaments for a long time. So I'm really not surprised at the support that you guys are getting, and having all you guys come and support the other cash tournaments really makes us want to go out and support your cash tournaments too. So it's the least that we can do. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you're getting a great response for this weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going there just to play in the den.
Hey, is there any piss loonies coming out this weekend?
I don't
Tim
know.
really stirs the pot because he doesn't participate.
Yeah.
And I'm not there. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. I can say what I want because I'm not going to be there.
What's the scoring and what's all the lane conditions? Some big scores around there lately, Trevor? What's the vibe around St. James looking like?
We had the Masters tournament here last Sunday, and the scoring was pretty good there. Not my scoring, but
We watched the Pro League there, and it looks like the pinfall is looking solid there.
Yeah.
How are the approaches feeling?
They're, I don't know. To me, they're the same as normal. Like, I vote here all
Okay.
the time, so I don't know if I have a thing that
Same as last year.
yeah.
For those people that don't know, Trevor wears house shoes.
I do.
Yeah, so yeah, he goes with the lanes. Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah, Mike did say today he's never seen them more shiny. That is true.
the lanes.
Do you
I don't know if
change?
that's good or not, but
Do you carry your own house shoes or do you just borrow?
yeah, I have my own house shoes.
Okay.
So just for everybody's reference, last year the 48 cut was 1923, and the 20 cut was 2061 at 133 entries. So we're doubling the entries. So let's take wild guesses. What are you thinking for 48 and the 20?
21 12 for top 40.
Top 48.
48, top 21. Oh,
For
son of
48?
a-
Nope, that's not.
No. 2080, top 48.
Yeah, 2080 sounds about right to me. I was gonna say 2080, 2090.
I say 2101. 2101 for that, and then 2202 for top 20.
Wow.
I'm going to say 2082. Screw you, Hendo. And,
This is right.
and 2175.
Yeah, because 2200 was top
Come on.
24 TPC, and I think those scores would be very similar with just the people that you have in that field for top 24, right? Top 20, yeah.
You got to think guys are coming here prepared. Usually they want to be shooting 2200, and that's the number to shoot for. This weekend they're shooting at least 2100, and with that pushes the level of play higher and higher. You're going to have, a dozen people in the first one. I don't know. It's higher the better.
Yeah.
Yep.
2070 for top 40. I can't see it getting to 2100. Some of these guesses are outrageous. 2150 for top 48? Holy hell.
Okay, so
I didn't
Tim
think St.
Hooper,
James was that good a pinfall. It's good, but that's ridiculous.
Tim Hooper is pretty good with all these predictions. I wonder what he has. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Crazy high scores to hear. Yeah.
I think there will be, you guys. You guys always come to these tournaments and show up. And that first shift tomorrow, you got 33 players coming to play, and you're gonna judge right away to see what it's gonna be like. And if there's a dozen guys only over 2,000 to 20, they're all playing again. You're not just gonna start sitting on it. You're gonna know, like, okay, it's. You'll always see after the push it up,
right.
there. Yeah. 10 guys over 2,100 tomorrow morning.
So last year there were 7 people that reshot that would have made the 48 cut. They some of them did make it into the top 20. Some stayed in the 48 cut, but I don't know. Like we discussed this about the TPC. If you would reshoot to make the top 24, right? So would you reshoot to make the top 20?
I think this is the perfect tournament to do that. If you play on a Thursday and your score is you're 2140, you're probably going to make the cut, but you're not going to certainly be top 20, but you're also not going to be, you might be, sitting on 40, but you haven't played since Thursday. Why would you not play again on Saturday? Right, you already know you're in. I mean, the value outweighs it. That you might as well play again and go to shoot for top 20, and then at least anything you get your reps in again on, lanes that are 2 days old, 3 days old.
I don't know. I think the 8 extra spots going into that play down makes a big difference. But I still think, regardless, if depending on the scores, if you shoot 2180, it's. Any good player can shoot that again, but knowing what you got to shoot makes it a little bit tougher, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're like what DB was saying for this particular tournament. That 20 spot it's huge, right? You get out of that in round. You don't have to worry about that depth that you're gonna have to fight through just to make the next round. I don't know.
There's a question from Jeff. What is the cup money difference from 48 to 20?
That is the mic question. Sorry, I should know that, but
Like-
I forgot to.
We just really like throwing
was not
people
that
up, like right on the spot.
Trevor, just make up a number right now. Trust me, it's not a big deal.
You know Amanda's gonna just wait a minute, or Amanda's gonna reply
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
$50.
Like last year we did. I want to say we did 400 for the top 20, and then if you made it in the 21 to 48, it was 200, 250 maybe, and then a little bit more if you advanced from your 21 to 48.
Yeah.
So that was with 130 entries. So it should be higher than that this year. I don't know how much higher necessarily. But.
Can we get the prize payout last year ahead of time? Because you said it should be higher, so we want to really.
Okay, it will be higher. I just don't know how much higher.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, for sure.
Poor Trevor just got told to come on, and
And
he
we're
just
just
yeah. And we say there's no big deal. Easy things.
Yeah, well, I just said he just be answering questions, and he is.
Yeah.
And he is.
But we really haven't seen that yet on tour, though, is what we're debating, is that are people going back in to play on Saturday afternoon if they've already made the cut?
Yeah. So
Especially if they make it on Thursday. I think would be,
You
worthwhile to go back and play again on Saturday.
Yeah.
personally,
City
I think I would play again. Just because if I feel like it's like, if I had a score that was on the bubble maybe for top 20, I'd probably just let it ride. But if I was like, oh, this is going to end up, I don't know, 40th, I'd probably play again.
Depending on the cut money and whatnot, I just.
That's awesome. 5 more sponsors.
We
Good
did
job.
quite a few. Yeah, coming at the last minute there.
Yeah,
Mike and Aaron and Amanda and Jenny did a lot on that.
I would just, me personally, I would just keep the top 48 regardless, however it fit. Right? That's what I would do. But
I know you don't 3-shift it, so.
No, Tim will never 3-shift it, except for when he does and makes the cut every time. 2 for 2 or 3-shifting. Yeah, I don't know, because this year's a little bit different with us this year, Carrie, where we have to be there for WCBT things, so that extra sleeping in the morning. I don't know if we're gonna truly get that, so I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna weigh in on my decision if I have to do another shift to get into the top 20 or not. I don't know. I'm not getting the sleeping anyways, so I'm not sure. We'll see.
For the people in the chat who are coming, have you guys been to St. James? Have you seen the lanes? It's a unique layout. I was lucky enough to play St. James last year, so I got to see it. The scoring difference, I think, from the main to the den. Lane 15, 16, the last set, right, Trevor?
Yeah.
That right 2-pin absolutely burned every player I seen play on that set. Have you guys fixed that issue?
I think so. I feel like that right 2-pin was extra rude for the tournament last year.
yeah. What lanes do you guys use for Pro League?
13 and 14.
13, 14. So, yeah, okay.
Have you guys blown out the windows in the lounge and made those bigger so we could all watch the finals by the end?
No, we haven't, but I feel like we should, to be honest.
You know what? We got some time tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'll bring a reciprocating saw along with everything else that I'm bringing.
All right.
We'll just cut out a hole.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat part about St. James is the lounge is off to the side. They have some windows so you can watch the bowling. Unfortunately, they're smaller windows, so you get that lounge packed. Everybody's kind of squeezed next to each other looking through the window.
Yeah.
But,
honestly, though, I love having that space, though.
yeah.
Especially, we spend so much time in a bowling alley that it's nice to just kind of get away and feel like you're not directly in the bowling alley the whole time. You know?
Yeah, agreed.
It's awesome.
That's where everybody puts their bags and stuff over there, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, and it's nice. Like there's it
set
can
up
get kind
shop.
of crowded in the bowling alley part too. So it's nice to have another space that people can just hang out in and clear that up a bit.
Yeah. There was a lot of us in there last year at the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just tough. You find space where you can, right? And the lounge felt like a very appropriate spot to find space.
You got any favorites out there? Who are we looking at? Any fellow snowman you looking at? Who are you guys thinking?
Oh, are we gonna pick a winner? Oh no.
No winner or are we top 5? Who's gonna make it?
Oh
What's it
no.
look like?
We're picking winners.
Do you know what?
Daryl, you can go first.
Look out.
No, Tim, you don't. You get to pick last.
I just think Dwayne's he's played really well. He's scoring well there, isn't he?
You
On
didn't
Friday
hear me,
nights,
so you get to pick last.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
So-
Yeah, he he's at like 276 right now on Fridays, and then I'm at 271, and the next closest after us is like 250. So
Okay. So I will. It's tough to do back to back, so Trevor's my guy. There we go. No pressure,
All right.
Trevor. All right.
How's Jeff Bourne playing these days?
I don't know how he's playing at Dakota. At Masters, he's playing. I mean, all right. He's not playing like winning all the time like 5 years ago. Jeff Gordon. I think my first years of Masters, he won like 5 sets of stars. So he hasn't won every tournament this year. But
we're just gonna leave this comment up for as long as possible, just so that everybody west of Winnipeg can see it.
Ooh,
Just
look at that shout.
We're just gonna leave that out there.
Well, we saw. I've seen
How's Colton?
there.
How's Colton playing? And why does he say that? What's so hard about it?
who said what's
Greg DeGrazia.
He was runner-up last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Lenny Ansa.
Oh, he's got a ball that'll work there too. I feel like St. James is like a moderate speed house.
Sorry, I have to put this up.
Aren't they still rooming together?
No, Mitch isn't coming.
Mitch, unfortunately, is not coming to Winnipeg anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
He wore out his wrist.
How's Colton playing today? There he is. Is he not playing or what? Or is he on here watching? So tell me how you doing, bud. I got to make a pick yet.
I don't know.
Well,
He's not in our Wednesday league.
I guess I'm playing left-handed this
he's been
weekend,
up and
Lenny.
down on Fridays, but
I got 2 of
when
the
he's
3.
hot, he throws a lot of strikes.
I'm gonna learn how to play left-handed.
Tyler's coming out there, boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Only 2 people have picked.
I know. I'm looking through the
Oh my
roster
God.
now. I'm looking through the roster.
Oh, just pick somebody.
I'm going to go with my gut. I'm calling out Carey Kreitz.
All right. Yeah,
That's
a
your
good
winner.
pick. That's a
That's
good
your
pick.
winner.
That's West though.
He'll figure out all the different shots. If he has to play all the shifts, he will. Well, no, he's not. You're not there till Friday.
Not there till
bet-
Friday afternoon.
You better figure it out in a hurry, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
I think
Carey's like, oh,
Blaine's
shit.
playing really, really well all season, and especially at St. James.
Yeah.
I don't like picking against myself, but if I have to pick someone else, I would pick Dwayne.
That's for sure. Winning back-to-back is very hard, but
Yeah.
pretty hard to argue with somebody that's averaging 270 plus in the house that we are going to. So
Carrie, did you pick somebody?
I picked Len Ansa.
Oh, you did. That's right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Tim jumped the lineup. But you
He
told
did.
me I had to pick last, and he still picked.
I'm not upset.
And then those are good picks. Those are good picks.
Nice solid shots, like you're saying, like the little bit medium speed house.
Yeah, that's how I it was. Anyways, it was definitely not like you can't. It's not like bodybuilding or even Sherwood where you throw hard, you can blow things up. You know, it's definitely not. I don't want to say a finesse house, but you have to be accurate and you have to have some good rotation on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy that I thought would be out there is Gino. I didn't even think that he was.
Yes,
I'm
Gino not-
actually surprised
Is he
not
coming
seeing
up?
him on the list.
No.
Yeah, that surprises me actually.
What time do you guys fly out there, Dex?
Oh, it's a beautiful flight. We leave at 6:45 a.m. Very excited for that. But you know what? I really appreciate you guys putting in a Thursday shift because Otherwise, I would have been homeless in Winnipeg until until like
Yeah, I
3
guess.
o'clock or something. So, yeah,
There you go.
it'll give you a place to go and warm up.
You could get there before the shift starts. You're just not going to play in it.
Oh no, I'm playing.
Oh, you are. Oh, gotcha.
But they didn't have initially a Thursday shift, and there was like, yeah, put one in. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because
I have a dark horse pick for you guys that I think will have a really good shot at ending there with the type of ball he throws. Mark Miller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's neat to see him going.
Yeah.
Him, Anthony, Marcello,
yeah, I think that's a good pick, Carrie, for
Snyder.
sure. He just gotta make sure he doesn't like have his head blow up or something like that. But
Oh, he will. He will. Don't worry. I see.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a
Loud-
dark
loud-
horse. Can he keep his head in the game long enough?
Loudest F bomb.
yeah,
Stream history.
yeah. You know, you
know
say
another-
that, Aaron, but why am I bringing you a Dream Crushers hat? Interesting.
Number one fan.
I'm still waiting. I think if somebody else in Winnipeg has a chance to win the way he's playing is Kyle Young. I think Kyle has to have a chance there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Any
That's good for the first pick and last pick you made there, Tim. That's awesome.
any good young players that are coming up, or do you know of, Trev?
I think just the ones that have already been out on tour, like Andrew, Matt Colton, Justin. They're all playing this weekend. Will
Does
Thompson. I guess Will Thompson hasn't played the other cast tournaments yet. He did play last year. He made the 48 cut, and he advanced through that. And I don't remember how it went after that for him, but he's a very good young bowler here as well.
I'll put a little bug in your ear here, Trevor, that you should remind your committee that they'll have to think about is Innovator's sponsorship to the WCBT is for one shift for a rising star out of the Winnipeg community. So and the host committee gets to pick that person. So please let them know and figure out who you're going to go. I do believe Innovator prefers if it was a YBC player. Is that correct,
Okay.
Dex?
I don't know. We picked a YBC player, but
Yeah. It's just a rising star sponsorship. So
Did you pick it for the first shift, or maybe is it somebody that would maybe be for their re-entry?
I think it was for the first shift of the rising star. And then that way, if they want to re-enter, then they can use their funds for that.
Right. But if they've already planned to play, then they've already planned to use their funds. So maybe it's somebody. I'm not judging, but yeah, interesting. I like that. It's good for them, Innovator. Way to go.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Cool. You guys
So-
have any other questions for Trevor? He's so full of information today.
Yeah, Trevor, what kind of food specials you got going on? Any drink specials? Anything new on tap?
Oh, what were we drinking last year? Was it
Oh, it was
was
good.
it was it the iced tea?
I'm just trying to see if I can mess him up more.
Was it like hard iced tea? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Jen has a big list of drink specials.
What's your favorite pizza there?
My favorite pizza.
Is anybody
pepperoni
doing any
and
baking? Pepperoni bacon.
No, I
Anybody
don't.
doing?
What was the mystery sandwich? There was a sandwich that wasn't on the menu, but everyone kept asking for them to make that sandwich. What was that?
Oh, I don't remember.
There was a mystery sandwich.
Poor Trevor.
We should have. I'll tell
I
them to
can't
make
believe
it.
you-
Keep asking questions.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't have notes on the mystery sandwich.
Hey,
I don't. Yeah, sorry.
Trevor.
We do have more
Trevor,
stuff on tap this year, I think.
You
Trevor,
you
you
guys
can-
have a peach cider now, right?
Pizza
Yep.
cider, yeah.
Yep.
So here's another question. You got forced to come on podcast, and we were gracious to have you, but Amanda's answering all your questions. Why couldn't she just come on and do it herself?
Yes.
She's sick. I tried to make her come on and do it herself.
That's right. That's right.
And there's a whole bunch of live stream cameras too, right? Like, I mean, obviously, WCBT, you're going to have some cameras set up, but there's the website too, Manitoba Open, that's got. You can go right into St. James, or how does that work again?
We set up streaming cameras on 5 and 6 and on 9 and 10, and we are going to stream them on Facebook, and I think we're going to stream one on YouTube if we can, because I can't do two on Facebook at the same time.
And WCBT may be hijacking some of those feeds. We'll see how that works, or if we'll set up our own. But the finals, I do believe, are on 5 and 6. Trevor?
Yeah, we did them on 7 and 8 last year, but I think we'll do them on 5 and 6 this year, especially since that's where
maybe where the
streaming
live
setup
stream
is.
is set up. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
That would make more sense.
And you'll just post those links, or somebody will find those links at some point tomorrow.
Yeah, you can go onto WCBT's page and click on the Manitoba Open. It'll take you directly to St. James's tournament page, and then the watch live links are right at the top.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And they got plans.
All right.
Cheers. Working on that before the link tonight, but see how
they don't work tonight. I hope everybody understands the tournament starts tomorrow, so that's when the plan, everything will be up and running.
When do tournaments start spilling into Wednesdays?
Yeah,
soon. The way it's going.
We got the first time that we fill a Thursday. The first time we fill a Thursday, we'll consider a Wednesday,
2 shifts on a Thursday.
and then drop the invitational.
I guess you wouldn't do that.
Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, Amanda, if you still need help tomorrow morning, I arrive at like some ungodly early hours, so I can help out with that.
I think it's
No big
9:30.
deal.
You land at 9:30.
Okay, still too early. Still too early.
You don't need to go, Dexter. You don't need to go if you're complaining.
No, I do. I'm committed to the team. Right, Carrie?
Yeah, you bet.
Oh my god.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, well, we'll wrap this up, this preview show. Trevor, thank you very much for coming on. We can't
Best of
wait
luck,
to be
you
at the
guys.
Manitoba Open.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me and Dexter will be there.
all right. Yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun.
Not like Tim. Tim was never going.
Tim was never going.
I just bailed last minute.
No, Daryl puts his name on. It's a known thing. He puts his thing on. So hey, I'm Daryl Bradley. I'm coming. And I'm not coming anymore. Just a little tease. Just a little tease.
Yeah. Because it's real tease. Oh, we're gonna get to see Daryl. This is gonna be amazing. Oh wow. Fuck right. Right. I actually had booked a flight too and canceled the flight, fuckers. Yeah. You want to call my 12-year-old daughter and tell her, sorry, Daddy can't come to your first band concert ever. Like, it's gonna be a 45. She's gonna watch this podcast, this preview show. Yeah, it's gonna be a 45-minute band concert for a grade 7 to put up, in the high school gymnasium.
When is
And
that?
she's probably gonna play her instrument for 7 minutes of that, not even. But then we've got a cheerleading competition on Saturday. We got a Pathfinders Girl Guide camp all day for the other one. There's 2 soccer games. There's a dinner party. There's a POA tournament. Tim, don't you need me to go represent at E5?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Yeah. Sunday night league. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Sorry.
I just love how sour he is. That's okay, Daryl.
I wanted to go, man. I wanted to go so bad, and I got the guilt trip, boys. I got the guilt trip. Yeah.
You're good.
She really wants you to be there at the band concert. I know. I'll be there.
But when is the band concert?
Friday night. I already looked at flights to fly in Saturday morning. I don't think there is one. And the band concert, I could probably make it to the airport. If there was a flight at 9 o'clock on Friday night, I could probably get there in time. And get there late, but there's not a reasonably flight. I don't think there is a flight. Yeah. It's going to be awful. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can get Saturday morning. I looked at it, getting out there in the morning, so I could at least play Saturday afternoon. But by this point,
You're saying all the right things right now, Daryl.
family, boys,
Way to go.
family.
Yeah.
These are the times.
good priority. It's a
He's-
good priority.
Yeah, doing the right thing. But it saves me so I can go to Vegas in January. We can do Regina, we can do the Open, we can do provincials, we can do Open Nationals, we can do Red Deer. Like I can do everything else now for next year. Like we're clear slate, eh?
Yeah.
Manitoba was the sacrifice.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, we'll wrap this up. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you guys on the weekend. If not, we'll see everybody else next Wednesday. All right, have a good one, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
See you later.
Have a good